Okay, so we had the birthday of the church with Pentecost, and the disciples are all standing around and like, oh my gosh, what do we do now? They feel overwhelmed with this courage, with this spirit, with this movement inside their souls to go out and do something. Um, and at a lot of points in your life, you're gonna feel this way, where you're very very moved in your life to go out and do something. Maybe you've had a really life changing moment, right? And you want to go out and be the best person, be the best person you possibly can be. So, but what do you do in that situation, and how do you keep that spirit up, right? It's not going to that kind of courage and that feeling of passion that you have inside you is not going to last all the time. What you need to do is establish habits and routines that allow you to keep that spirit coming through in your life. And that's what the disciples do, right? They immediately go out and they start getting into the habit of doing what Jesus taught them to do, all right? So they go out and start spreading the good news. And the first people they want to try and reach out to are the Jews, their fellow Jewish people, right? So they go to the temple, start speaking. On their way into the temple, there's this guy who has been lame from birth, and Peter's like, all right, let's try this, might as well, okay? We're supposed to do as Jesus did. He healed a lot of people, right? And he was like, you should be healed. And crazy enough, the guy does actually get healed, right? So just like you can only imagine Peter being like, oh my gosh, this is actually working. And the amount of encouragement probably that Peter felt at this moment to go out and like, okay, this is real. This is really happening. So Peter goes into the temple. He starts preaching, and he is talking about how God is the author of life, right? And Jesus was also the author of life, right? And that they crucified the author of life. So this phrase, author of life, it should maybe stick out to you. Oh, is God really an author? What do authors do? They write words. Who is the Word of God? Jesus. Okay, so Peter's going out. He's preaching, worked a miracle, getting everybody on board.